Let's finish this thing off, guys. So, I think we did 7 and 8 last time, yeah. So now we're gonna do 9 and 10. And then I'm sort of recording this all in a row, so I think after this I'm probably gonna do the Valentine's event. But if not, well, then we're probably just gonna move on to the second part of the Madoka Magica event. Uh, you know what? I feel like I should level up my mommy just so she could be on the team. Because after all, um, this is her event, I guess you could say. So why don't I have her on my team? Well, anyways, let's pick this guy. I don't really like want to pick a teammate, but they have a cool unit. Like, do any of you guys who like play Phantom of the Kill, um, see like a new unit on your like friends list and just pick them so you could see like their character skill, like their animation for it or something like that? I know I do. Like I always pick their like new character or something like that. It's cool to see what they have in store. Okay. Okay. These guys are getting stronger. I don't think. I'm not sure if my. They'll be able to handle it, but I just don't know how. I don't know if they're going to be able to do the final one. Alright, so let's push them up here. So I think one of the things I wanted to talk about in the last video, but we ran out of time, was the fact that concerning like collabs and JP stuff and transferring that to global. Um, One of the collabs that people were talking about was the Mob Psycho or Psychopass. I think it's Psychopass. I can't remember which one exactly, but JP got that collab, and most people in the community we're talking about maybe we won't get that collab because again that's pretty obscure in terms of global standards. Like people aren't really. I feel like um, or we all sort of just think that nobody's really gonna know who this collab is. But then again, it's sort of to like spread awareness. It's like, hey, we're doing a collab with these dudes who make an anime or something like that. Um, which wait, she looks kind of weird. I just noticed that right now. She looked kind of funny. She looks kind of weird. She doesn't fit in at all. These characters. She has those Gen 2 graphics already. Uh, but yeah, it's like, well, are we gonna get these characters or not? And I sort of think maybe we will. I feel like we will only because right now Fuji and Gumi Games has done nothing to sort of separate Global and JP. There's obviously the playable Prince characters, but other than that, there's really not, you know, much that separates us. Yeah, we have Princes, but in terms of events, global exclusives, and anything like that, JP already has. Um, I think one of the things they brought up when they brought in the Brides event was, hey, this is a global exclusive event. And I was like, wait, no, because JP already had that event. And they've had it like 3 or maybe like 4 times or something like that. I mean, it all sort of works out, maybe. I don't know. Because again, like, you're sort of, we're sort of gonna get something that maybe a lot of people won't know. And maybe we'll get like exclusive events. Like people are talking about exclusive events, but I sort of don't see that happening. I feel like they're just gonna cookie cutter, all the events, all the collabs, all pretty much everything else, because it's gonna be a lot of work for, or it'd be easier for them just to copy and paste translate everything. As much as I wouldn't like that, I feel like that's what they're gonna do. Um, so in terms of exclusives, I feel like might not get any. It's just more of we need to catch up with JP in terms of uh, units, collabs, and uh, game mechanic changes, such as like the gacha system that is improved in JP, which we desperately need here. Just saying. Gummy, if you're listening, change the gacha system because it is not awesome. It's like it's nasty. I don't like the gacha system on this. Like it's pretty bad only because they put mana mana units in the gacha system when I think in JP it's just exclusive Lazuli units, and now they take off the mana units from the recruiters, like completely, which is good because now you're not rolling trash characters that you could just get from the mana recruiter. But unfortunately, we still have, uh, said um, said recruiter, and I feel like a lot of people are talking about the community. Like I'm gonna bring up the community, the Phantom of the Kill community, because all these guys we sort of just all talk and everything about the future of this game and how it's gonna go on. This guy has a Valentine Tiefling. Let's take it. I haven't seen this one yet. But we all just sort of talk about like you know, and more specifically, I'm talking about the Reddit Phantom of the Kill community. So, um, shout out to those guys. I guess I doubt any of them watch any of these videos, but um, you know, is there gonna be a change to this anytime soon? Because so far, Fujin Gumi Games hasn't really said anything concerning these changes. They're just sort of sitting on the bench and are like, yeah, changes. That would be cool. And then they just completely ignore it, and then they're like, hey, new units. Because right now, one of the biggest things, which I brought in a last video, I think too, was the um, was the seventh gen units, which I didn't think we were already at seventh gen. I thought we were still at like 4 or 3. Uh, and all of a sudden see, hey, fourth gen, heroes are here, and I'm just like, wait, what? When did they come here? And it went by pretty quickly. We're already at seventh gen. I think after seventh gen, came the Black Killers. Again, I'm not too sure. So for those of you that know, well, you guys know, but I think the Black Killers came after 7th gen. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the Black Killers are 8th gen or 9th gen or whatever. But um, oh, I hate that guy. It's all a matter of like what are we gonna get new stuff, and I think maybe not. I don't think we will. Does that mean it couldn't happen? Not necessarily. Fujigumi Games could actually, sort of take a 180 on this, or a complete 360 and be like, or no, I guess it'd be 180. Oh god, I'm not good with my degrees, but it'd be a complete 180 because they'd just be like, nope, you thought we were going to cookie cutter everything? Heck no, we're actually gonna give you guys new stuff, but so far they haven't shown any sort of sign of that, which worries a lot of players in the community because, at this point it's just more of a waiting game. Like, we're all just sort of waiting. A lot of people aren't really pulling from the recruiters because we know they're trash. And, it's just a matter of time, I guess. because one of the things, like, if I feel like if Fuji and Gumi Games were to fix the recruiters, because again, this is like one of the points that's like brought up. It's not just me; it's a lot of people that have a problem with the recruiters, and why nobody really pulls from them. Like you don't see me or any other person that does Phantom of the Kill videos doing, 1,000 pulls or like 30 pulls for this one character or something like that, because we know the recruiters are terrible, and it, does that mean they're like super bad? No, because for those of you that saw my journal, my summoning journal #1, I actually got like 3, maybe 4. I think it was like 3 or 4 good units in that one pool. The problem was though that like I already have those maxed out, so I didn't really need any of them. So they were just, fusion fodder. But um, they were actually good units. I think it was like Nightling, Trident. I think another one was like Sky Piercer or something. I think I got another Sky Piercer from that. I can't remember. Oh no, I got the Axe unit. I got the Axe one. Raccoon Share or something like that. I can't remember their name. The 2 daily free unit recruiter thing, the 2 free ones. I got female Thran from that, which is, I admit, is rare, but it shows that it's not impossible to get, good units from that free recruiter, which I feel like they should keep. This thing has been around for like 3 months now. I feel like they should just set it in stone and make it like a sort of thing now. You know, like if anything, I feel like that's the only recruiter that should have mana units in it. Or, but at least make it so that you have a high chance of getting, a base 3-star, 5-star capable unit, or a 4-star unit, or like even, maybe even raise up the chances of possibly getting a 5-star. Because I don't know what the chances are. Probably be like 1% or lower. I know that for sure. Because I haven't pulled any other unit since. Um, but other than that, it's just hoping they fix it. And not only that, but Gen 2 graphics. We're gonna get those Gen 2 graphics. They look good. Um, you know, the thing that I was talking about with Sirius, I think was in like the last quest or the last. I can't remember, but we're gonna get new graphics that sort of update how the characters look. They make them look a little bit more nicer and everything like that. And just overall, they just look better. But that's sort of one of the things that I'm looking forward to the most, because the game actually looks good. It actually looks good with those new graphics. Um, in terms of like events, like in-game events, not collabs or not collabs or anything like that, but in-game events, I'm looking forward to. I look forward to the school one only because that's the one that like sort of goes off the top of my head. The school and I can't remember any other ones. Any other ones at the top of my head, but the school one is like my top one. And like I guess another thing would be 6-stars. Like when are we getting 6-stars? Because half these characters that already came out should have a 6-star form. I think somebody brought up the fact that we should be getting 6-stars soon because the characters who have 6-stars or all have 6-star forms, there's like a lot of them now, so it's like it's only a matter of time before we get 6-stars. And I hope that's the case. I mean, again, I don't know if we will be getting 6-stars. Well, I mean, we will be getting 6-stars, but I just don't know when. Alright, get this guy out of my face. As much as I don't like this guy, his in-game model looks good. I think they did a good job with these models. Sky Piercer, you finish that guy off because you're almost dying. I'm probably gonna do the Valentine's one again, or I'm restating it again. I probably might make a new team for that. Maybe work on the one that I'm trying to build up. But I'm probably gonna do that, and then after that's finished, or at least I have all those videos piled up, I'm probably gonna move on to the second part of the Madoka Magica event and knock that out of the way. But I think the Valentine's one, I might just do the hardest stage. Or I might do the hardest stage for Perun, and then do the extra stage that has Tifring and Asphalus. I don't know how you pronounce your name. Only because I feel like I should skip the lower leveled ones, because the lower leveled ones are the exact same as the higher level ones, except for enemy placements, enemy levels, anything like that. But it's the same sort of mission, I guess you could say. But other than that, that's all I have to say, and I'll see you guys in the next video.